Welcome to this comprehensive guide on preparing and filing a patent application, a crucial skill for researchers and students. A patent is a legal document that grants inventors exclusive rights to their inventions for a limited period, typically 20 years from the filing date. Before we dive into the application process, let's understand what patents are and why they matter. A patent grants you exclusive rights to make, use, and sell your invention, preventing others from doing so without permission. There are three main types of patents. Utility patents cover new processes or machines, design patents protect ornamental designs, and plant patents cover new plant varieties. The value of a patent depends on three factors: the innovation itself, its market potential, and the strength of legal protection. Utility patents make up about 95% of all patents, design patents about 4%, and plant patents roughly 1%. An important question to ask is, what makes an invention patentable? Not all innovations qualify for patent protection. For an invention to be patentable, it must meet three key criteria. It must be novel, meaning completely new, non-obvious to experts in the field, and have practical utility. Now let's examine the specific requirements for a patent application. A patent application has three critical components: a clear title, a concise abstract summarizing the invention, and carefully crafted claims defining the scope of protection. The specification is the detailed description that must be complete enough for someone skilled in the relevant field to recreate and use your invention. We can think of enablement as a ratio. The information you disclose divided by the knowledge needed must be at least 1. In other words, you must provide sufficient information. Drawings are required whenever they help understand the invention. For mechanical inventions, drawings are almost always necessary. Before filing, conducting a thorough prior art search is absolutely critical. A prior art search means comparing your invention against existing patents, publications, and products to ensure your invention is truly novel. Prior art encompasses everything publicly available before your filing date, including patents, academic publications, commercial products, and even public demonstrations. A professional prior art search typically costs between $1,000 and $3,000, but it can save you tens of thousands in wasted application fees. What happens if you skip the prior art search and file anyway? Without a prior art search, you risk application rejection, waste thousands in fees, and even if granted, your patent might be invalidated later during litigation. The specification is the heart of your patent application. Let's learn how to write it effectively. A complete specification includes a title, abstract, background section, summary of the invention, drawings, and detailed description. The background section sets the context by explaining the problem in the field that your invention addresses. The summary gives a high-level overview of how your invention solves the problem, without excessive detail. The detailed description must be thorough enough that someone skilled in the art can make and use your invention without undue experimentation. For a moderately complex invention, expect to write 20 to 40 pages of detailed description, adjusting based on complexity. Claims are the most important part of your patent because they define the legal boundaries of your protection. Claims are hierarchical. Independent claims stand alone and define the broadest protection, while dependent claims add specific limitations and provide fallback protection. Independent claims capture your invention in its broadest, most general form, providing maximum protection if allowed. Dependent claims reference independent claims and add specific features, creating narrower but often stronger fallback positions. There's a trade-off. Broader claims cover more territory but are easier to invalidate. Narrow claims are stronger but protect less. The product remains roughly constant. Let's consider an example. Suppose you invented a new type of ergonomic chair. An independent claim might read, a seating device comprising a support surface and a plurality of legs. A dependent claim would add, the device of Claim 1, wherein the support surface is contoured to conform to human anatomy. Let's discuss the financial investment required for patent protection. Patent costs accumulate across 5 stages: prior art search, drafting, filing, prosecution, and maintenance fees over the patent lifetime. USPTO filing fees range from $300 to $800, depending on entity size and application type. Attorney fees for drafting and filing typically range from $8,000 to $15,000 for a utility patent. Total cost equals filing fees, plus attorney fees, plus prosecution costs, plus maintenance fees paid throughout the patent life. Over the full 20-year patent term, expect total costs between $20,000 and $40,000 for a U.S. utility patent. Can students or academic researchers afford these costs? Yes, through provisional applications, which cost about $1,000 to $3,000, and by leveraging university technology transfer offices that often cover costs. Provisional applications are an excellent starting point for researchers and students. Provisional patents offer three key advantages: protection while developing, lower initial cost, and quick filing to establish priority date. A provisional application gives you patent pending status for 12 months while you refine your invention and seek funding. Unlike non-provisional applications, provisionals don't require formal claims or inventor oaths, making them simpler to prepare. A provisional application costs approximately $1,500 to $3,000, about 1/5 the cost of a non-provisional. Critical warning: you must convert to a non-provisional application within 12 months, or you lose your priority date and all protection. After filing, your application enters the examination process at the Patent Office. The examination timeline typically spans 2 to 3 years. File, wait 18 to 24 months for first office action, respond within 3 to 6 months, and potentially receive grant. Expect the first office action from the examiner 18 to 24 months after filing, though this varies by technology area. Don't be discouraged. Examiners initially reject about 90% of applications. This is normal and expected. Overall, about 55% of applications eventually receive at least some allowed claims after prosecution. You have opportunities to respond to rejections by arguing against them or amending your claims to overcome the examiner's objections. Learning to effectively respond to office actions is crucial for success. Office actions cite various rejection grounds: anticipation by prior art, obviousness, lack of enablement, indefiniteness, and other statutory requirements. The most common rejections are anticipation, where prior art shows your exact invention, obviousness, where the invention would be obvious to experts, and indefiniteness, where claims are unclear. Your response options are to argue why the rejection is incorrect, amend claims to avoid the cited art, or appeal to a higher authority within the Patent Office. You typically have 3 months to respond, extendable to 6 months by paying fees, or your application becomes abandoned. What percentage of initial rejections are eventually overcome through prosecution? With skillful responses, about 70 to 80% of initial rejections can be overcome, either through arguments or amendments. For commercially significant inventions, consider international patent protection. The Patent Cooperation Treaty, or PCT, provides a unified procedure for filing patent applications in over 150 countries simultaneously. A PCT application establishes a filing date in over 150 participating countries, giving you time to decide where to pursue protection. Filing a PCT application costs approximately $4,000 to $5,000 initially. You must enter the national phase in specific countries within 30 months of your priority date, requiring additional fees and translations. Each country where you seek protection costs an additional $5,000 to $15,000 for translation, filing, and prosecution. After grant, patents require maintenance and potential enforcement against infringers. U.S. patents require maintenance fees at 3.5, 7.5, and 11.5 years, costing $1,600, $3,600, and $7,400 respectively. Total maintenance fees over a patent's lifetime sum to $12,600 for large entities. Failure to pay any maintenance fee results in patent expiration. About half of all patents lapse due to non-payment of maintenance fees. To enforce your patent, you must prove that someone is making, using, or selling your patented invention without permission. Patent litigation is extremely expensive, typically costing $2 to $5 million through trial, making enforcement a serious business decision. Sophisticated innovators build strategic patent portfolios rather than single patents. A patent portfolio consists of a core invention surrounded by improvement patents, design patents, and continuation applications that block competitors from designing around your main patent. The goal of a patent portfolio is to block competitors from designing around your core patent by claiming alternative embodiments and improvements. Portfolio value equals the number of patents times average patent value times a synergy factor greater than 1, because portfolios are worth more than the sum of individual patents. Continuation applications let you file new claims based on your original filing, extending strategic flexibility and adapting to market developments. Let's review common mistakes that can destroy patent rights or waste resources. Avoid these common pitfalls to ensure your patent strategy is effective.